No hejka, co tam jak tam, Jack z tej strony, witam w kolejnym odcinku The Cat Lady. W poprzednim odcinku odhaczyliśmy prawie wszystkie mieszkania już i zostało tylko jedno, z łysym Brianem, tym naszym wrednym sąsiadem z piętra wyżej. Mamy wszystkie składniki chyba, żeby zrobić straszny kostium, którym będziemy go straszyć, także bez przedłużania, sucharek i lecimy. Dlaczego blondynka krąży wokół wanny? Bo chce znaleźć wejście. Dobra, słuchajcie, schodzimy w takim razie do piwnicy. Na parter. I dokończymy nasz kostium Kociej Wdowy, tak? Ona się nazywała bodajże. Także tak, możemy podziurawić manekina, raczej suknię.
We need to make some adjustments.
Let's do this. Dobra.
Now this is a dress worthy of the cat widow.
Yep.
Why don't you admit it was too small for you?
Ha ha, bloody ha. Why don't you just shut up?
Bez kitu,
Whoever wore
Mitzi.
this dress probably hadn't eaten in years. You'd struggle to get a skeleton into it. This is it. We've got all we need.
Great! Are you going to tell me about the cat widow now?
Yes, it's story time, Mitzi. The legend says there was once a bad man who hated cats. He hated his neighbors too, and his job. And when it rained, he'd curse and smash things. He hated his bald head and his weak, ugly body. He probably hated himself the most, although he would never admit it.
I think I see where this is going.
Tak, to jest historia o
One day,
Brianie.
out of pure hatred for the whole world and everything that lives, he captured a family of cats and drowned them all in the river. That day, the sun turned black and all the birds went silent as the 6 kittens struggled for life. But trapped in a strong canvas bag, they never had a chance. They all died that day. All but one. The mother cat, in a desperate fight to set herself free, by pure luck clawed her way out of the bag and swam to the shore. She lost everything that day, her beautiful children and her proud husband. Her heart crashed into pieces as she watched their limp dead bodies stolen by the current. Running after them, she followed them for days, for as long as she could. Then, eventually, she lost sight of them. She stayed on the bank of the river for a while. The world stopped turning for her, her eyes empty and blind. And then, one day, she slowly slid down the bank and into the cold, dark water. She gave in to it. She let the river take her away too, cover her mouth, her ears, her eyes. But as the water filled her lungs and she started slipping into darkness, there was another strange feeling that burst in her mind like a ball of flames. Anger, rage even. Her last craving, before she drowned, was for revenge, for blood. And so she returned, reborn and changed, a cat widow, veiled in black, mistress of the cats. Her body of a young woman, but her eyes of a cat, and her face, white, rotten, face of a corpse. Those who saw it rarely lived to tell the tale. She would get her revenge on all cat killers and cat torturers. But there was someone she had to see first. Someone special. Someone she really hated the most. As the evening
Gadane,
came,
Susan.
it was strangely quiet in the man's flat. As he lived alone, He usually liked to fill the silence with the sound of radio or TV shows. But that night, he switched them all off, feeling anxious and tired after work. He tried to sleep, but couldn't. And for once, there wasn't anyone there he could blame for it. As he stared through the window, he kept thinking about how much he hated that view. He liked it once, a long time ago, when his wife was still there and they were happy together. Suddenly, he heard knocking on the door. Some part of him was glad, because that meant he could take it out on whoever decided to bother him.
Ciekaw jestem, jak ta historyjka się skończy. Co też mu zrobią dziewczyny.
There was nobody there. He almost felt disappointed, but before he turned to walk away, he suddenly noticed something down the hall.
Zauważył cień zakapturzonej postaci.
He noticed a shadow of a cloaked figure standing ahead. He stopped again. He couldn't believe his eyes.
Ktoś napisał na jego drzwiach: morderca kotów. Na siodełku jego roweru leżała kocia czaszka. A niech będzie kocia czaszka.
There was a cat's skull stuck on the seat of his bike. He had a passion for trains. Although he hated being a train driver, he had always enjoyed watching them move. But now, his train model was moving all on its own. He was absolutely certain he'd left it switched off. And yet, there it was, running at crazy speed. Remote control missing. Something was seriously wrong. And that something had entered his home now too. He hoped he was just imagining things, tired as he was. But there was another surprise waiting for him in his bedroom.
Olbrzymi, ociekający krwią kot zombie? Kocia wdowa tu jest, było wypisane na całej ścianie. A niech będzie to.
Cat widow is here, was written all over the wall.
Jak we śnie poszedł do kuchni się napić, naprawdę wystraszony postanowił zadzwonić na policję.
Getting really
To brzmi
scared
poważniej.
now, he decided to call the police. His phone was of no use. The SIM card had been removed, and that wasn't even the worst part. There was a photo of a black cat set as screensaver.
Nice.
He remembered this cat. He'd watched that strange pest control man put it in a cage and into his van. He'd looked at it through the window for a while, then pulled the curtains and went to bed.
Jak we śnie poszedł do
As in a
kuchni się
dream.
napić.
He went to the kitchen to get a drink.
Ło.
There
Krew
was
z
no
rur.
water. He knew there were valves in the basement that turned it off, but no one's been down there for years. He felt sick. None of this made any sense. And yet, deep down, he knew what he did to the cats was wrong. There was a part of him that almost wanted to be punished. The part he tried so hard to hide. He thought he'd heard something in the corridor. Was there someone there with him? His head was spinning. He felt ambushed, trapped, like an animal. He had to get out of there. He stopped, paralyzed. He'd heard something right in front of him. A whisper. More like a purr. She was there.
Nice.
In the dark corner of his living room, waiting. Black
Spooky
veil
shit.
covering that pale, dead face. And yet, he could almost feel Cat Widow's eyes piercing through him.
Kocia wdowa wycelowała shotgun w jego piersi, wypaliła, nie no, bez przesady. Podeszła bliżej jak duch i szybko rzuciła welon.
She came closer, like a ghost, and swiftly removed the veil.
Nice. Spooky shit.
She came back for him, to take him to the river, to make him pay for what he'd done. As he looked into her eyes, he could feel the world spinning around him, his knees go weak, his pants suddenly wet around his crotch.
Czyli aż się
As
zsikał
much
ze
as he
strachu,
hated
gość.
life, he didn't want to die either. Inside, he was just a big, stinking coward. And then he fainted. Did you see his face? I knew he'd fall for this.
Yeah, we scared the living shit out of him. Now that's teamwork. Are you sure he won't know it was you, though?
Oh, he probably will, once he's had time to think about what happened. But he's too proud to ever admit he's been beaten by a woman. I know him just about enough to know that.
Let's hope so. I don't want you to get in trouble because of me.
No. That was something I had to do for myself. And I feel much better for it.
The only problem now is that we still haven't found Eye of Adam. Because it definitely
No
isn't
właśnie.
Brian. I've searched through his laptop and all I found was a load of porn.
Let's cross him off the list.
A może to Mitzi jest okiem Adama w takim razie, co?
Well, that means we've checked everyone.
Albo my.
We've hit a brick wall. Perhaps I was wrong.
No
Maybe
właśnie,
he
ale
doesn't
tu
live
jest
here at all.
ściana. Dopiero
I
co
think we need to
zbudowana,
sleep
może
on
za
it.
nią coś
And we might
jest.
get some more ideas in the morning. Shall we head back home?
Yeah, I do feel tired. You're right, we need some sleep. Really wish there was an elevator in this building.
Czyli 4 odcinki po nic.
What's
Nie
that?
znaleźliśmy
A
tego
note?
gościa.
What does it say, Mrs. A?
You will not believe it.
Oko Adama.
Meet me at midnight, both of you.
O
I will
kurde.
wait. Flat 5. Door will be open. Do not fear.
Brzydka
Eye of
literówka.
Adam.
Ale dobra, mieszkanie numer 5, czyli
Fine. That's the old guy. Can't be.
ten staruch?
It can't be him.
I guess we'll find out. At midnight.
Come on!
We've got a few hours until then. Let's get some coffee.
Jak to jest w ogóle możliwe, żeby to był ten dziadzia? O cholera. No dobra. Teraz jestem zaintrygowany. Nie wiem, może my w ogóle do końca gry się zbliżamy. Nie mam pojęcia, szczerze powiem wam. Na pewno jesteśmy w tym momencie mniej więcej w połowie odcinka. Jeśli przez najbliższe 15 minut będziemy już kończyć, no to skończymy w tym, jak nie to pewnie w następnym, ale naprawdę nie wiem ile tej gry jeszcze jest do końca tak naprawdę. Oh shit, co to? Kto to?
It's just you and me, my love. No one will find us here.
Czyli to jest Joe Davis. I co, to jest ta jego żona?
Stop worrying, Ivy. It
Jesus,
will be
czemu
all
on
right.
tak
I
roztył?
will always love you. You know that. I'm gonna make you all better.
Czy on jest za tą ścianą w piwnicy? Jezus. Chyba koniec rozdziału, co? A i owszem. Czyli teraz 7 bodajże? Nie karm trolla. Pamiętajcie, nie karmcie trolla w necie. Nigdy w życiu. To jest najgorsze, co można zrobić. Czyżby znowu jesteśmy w tych dziwnych zaświatach? Hello. Kontroli nad Susan nie mam. Wszystko dzieje się samo. Chyba wybiła północ. No to idziemy do mieszkania numer 5. Do dziadzia. Zobaczmy, co to będzie grane. Dobra, teraz mam kontrolę. No to idziemy. Akwarium. Nie podoba mi się ta woda. W akwarium nie ma nawet jednej ryby. W ogóle jakieś takie dziwne butle są do tego akwarium podpięte.
Just look at this door.
Jesus.
Crazy son of a bitch. That's not gonna stop us.
Znaczy wiecie, to może być tak, że to nie jest ten dziadzio, tylko na przykład jakiś jego wnuk albo coś takiego, nie? No cześć, dziadziu.
Are you Adam?
Me? No, of course not. I don't have anything to do with all this foolishness. Never have. It's
Okay.
my son.
Aha, syn.
I've told him time and time again, but he never listens. I've done my best to protect that boy, you know. I'm all he's got left in the world since his mama died, but it just wasn't enough.
Where is he then? Where's Eye of Adam?
He's in his room. Where else would he be? He's always in his room, staring at that screen for as long as he can. Look, I've made up my mind about this. I want to help you. This mess he's in, it's gone too far. I can't be part of this.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't understand. He's watching us. Right now, he can see us on his camera.
O
He's
kurde.
very clever with this stuff. I never got my head around it. Just as much as I needed to, I guess. But not a lot.
Give us the key to his room. I want to talk to him.
Look, it's a trap. He knows why you're here, and he will kill you. Both of you. But he will not kill me. He won't dare. All these years,
Oj, nie bądź tego taki pewien,
I've
dziadku.
looked after him well. He owes me everything. It breaks my heart to do this now. What choice do I have? He left me this. I was supposed to keep it for myself, but I want you to take it. He won't dare to kill his own father. I won't let two innocent lives be lost because of him.
What is it?
Just take the damn thing. There's not much time. Didn't you hear me? He's watching.
Co ty nam, dziadku, dajesz? Pudełko.
What is it, Mrs. A?
It's a shoebox.
Take it away. Get rid of it. He must see that I don't have it anymore.
Shall we open it?
No, okej. Maska gazowa?
Oh God. Mitzi, we have to get out of here. Quickly. It's a gas mask. He's going to poison us.
O fuck. No dobra, ale maska jest jedna, a nas jest kurde trójka. Czyli rzeczywiście to jest to, o czym myślałem, ta dziwna konstrukcja, tak. Kurde. Zadymiło się, zamgliło.
It's too late!
Shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Shit.
No! Stop that, Adam! You're going to kill your father!
We'll never make it to the door. That room is filling up with gas too quickly. Put the mask on, Mrs. A.
What about you? No, no, I can't.
You've got to. This is your only chance.
No, I can't let you die. Not like this.
It's my fault that you're here. I'm dying anyway. And you've got to live, Mrs. A. You'll live and you'll be happy again.
Ale my jesteśmy jak kot, który ma ile? 7, 9 żyć mają koty? Jakoś tak. Oddaję maskę Mitzi, nie ma co.
You've got a date, and I'll make sure you turn up for it.
I can't.
There is no time to argue. I'll be fine. Now. Do it!
W ogóle fajnie, że nie mieliśmy opcji dziadka uratować, nie? I co, dziadzia do piachu.
Mitzi,
Susan do piachu.
think of a vegetable while I'm gone.
No. Dziadzia już nie żyje. No i Susan też, ale my wrócimy. My jeszcze wrócimy, coś czuję. Już nie pierwszy, nie drugi raz w tej grze umarliśmy. Chyba że będzie the end. Nope. Tak jak myślałem, pojawiliśmy się w tych dziwnych zaświatach. No i cóż, pewnie kolejna świeczka do zdmuchnięcia. Z tego co pamiętam zostały 2. Dzień dobry, babciu. Spotykamy się znowu.
Home, darling. I've been waiting for you. What took you so long?
Say what you've got to say and let's finish this. I'm tired of you. Tired of all this madness. I just need to get back.
Very well. I'm not planning to keep you long. Let's go inside. I have one last job for you.
Ale ona przerażająco wygląda w tym świetle.
Two candles left, Susan.
No
You know
właśnie.
how this works. A soul for a soul.
And that's it. I blow out the last candle and I'll never have to see you again.
Only if you blow out the right one. I'll never bother you again.
The right one, czyli
Isn't
prawą?
that what you want? But if you choose wrong, it will be your life extinguished forever. Just take a deep breath and do it.
But how should I know which one's right?
That's the thing, Susan. You can't know that. In life, you can't always know the consequences before you make a decision. Haven't you learned that yet?
That's not fair.
Nothing is fair. You opened your heart talking to that doctor, and he butchered you like an animal. Then those disgusting cannibals, they chop you up and cook you for dinner if you'd let them. And what about the man with the flowers? All that he wanted was to hear you play before he split your skull open. The way your husband treated you, the way your neighbors laughed at you for years, just for being different. You did not deserve all that, and yet it happened.
Co racja, to racja.
Am I forgetting something? Oh, yes, of course. Most of all, was it fair that...
Shut up! Just shut up, you ugly bitch! Now I know who you really are. All those feelings I had in me for years. That bitter guilt and self-pity. That hatred for myself and everyone else. You are that miserable illness that's consumed my heart all these years.
Czyli to nie jest śmierć, tylko depresja, tak?
Always. Every day I looked at you in the mirror, like a dark cloud I couldn't see through. I let you take control of my life. I believed it was right to feel like this. But not any longer. This ends here.
Dobrze,
Then
Susan,
blow
dobrze.
out the candle.
Mówiła blow the right one. Po angielsku right to jest prawo, więc... Ale wiecie co? Ja też mogę odmówić. Bez kitu.
No, I won't. I'm done playing your stupid little games.
No, dobrze,
You
dobrze.
won't tell me what to do anymore.
Dokładnie.
I am stronger than you. I can close my eyes and you'll be gone.
Blow out the candle.
It's time to say goodbye, sister. I'm not gonna miss you.
You will never leave this place without me. You need me. We are one.
No. Tomato,
Okej.
you were thinking about a tomato, right?
Tomato is a fruit, silly.
Who cares? I like tomatoes.
So do I. But I hate to disappoint you, but I was really thinking of onions.
Why onions?
They're the saddest of the vegetables, of course. They make people cry.
Good point.
What happened, Mrs. A? I saw you die. And yet, you're here. Alive, like if nothing's ever happened.
Well, let's put it this way. Everyone knows cats have 9
9,
lives.
właśnie. Zastanawiałem się, czy
So
9,
do
czy
cat
7.
ladies, apparently.
No właśnie. Tylko
But
nie wiem,
this
ile razy
time,
my już umarliśmy
I
tak
feel there won't
naprawdę.
be second chances. I'm down to one last life now. I can't afford to waste it.
You are such a nutter, Mrs. A. You are absolutely fucking bonkers. But I'm so happy to see you. Never, ever do that to me again, alright?
I can happily promise you that, Mitzi.
No
This is it.
dobra.
His room is through that door. It's time to face the eye of Adam.
What are we waiting for? Let's do it.
I wiecie co? Wiem, że jest dopiero 28 minut mniej więcej nagrane, ale zostawię was z takim cliffhangerem, bo mam wrażenie, że następny odcinek może być tym ostatnim. Anyway, no z tego co zrozumiałem, okazało się, że ta stara babcia w zaświatach to nie jest śmierć, tylko depresja. Mam wrażenie, że na początku gry celowałem, że to jest właśnie albo jedno, albo drugie. No, anyway, przeciwstawiliśmy się ostatecznie i chyba pokonaliśmy tą chorobę, także good for you, Susan. Wróciliśmy do świata żywych, za drzwiami mamy oko Adama i kto wie, może będzie to finał tej gry. Ja zrobię mały research, dowiem się na pewno, czy to już jest końcówka. No i tyle. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało i mam nadzieję, że widzimy się w kolejnym. Trzymajcie się. Elo!